Welcome back, everyone. This is Jaronitis bringing you Feed the Beast 1.6. We are beginning on episode 47, and I had a plan for this episode, but I have a problem as well. We were going to go ahead and continue with bees and go ahead and start using some of the honey that we made. By the way, as you can see, I filled this room out quite nicely with a couple of liquid storage tanks. I went ahead and filled this one with lava from the lava pump in the nether, which, by the way, I now have a full tank here of 6,400 buckets of lava, and I still have plenty of lava pulled from the nether, so just in case that one were to run out, I want this one to be on a secondary. Seed oil is being pumped in here now. I just added that over. Let's see, bat form real quick. I still have to do something with the seed oil to make it function differently. But anyway, I just hooked this up and I put the seed oil pumping into this so it'll store it here. And of course, here is the honey one that we started with before. We are now at 84 buckets of honey. Now, what I was going to do next was going to show you how to get liquids out of this tank and then use the liquids to start crafting some alveary blocks. However, in between episodes, I have let the game run to let the bees continue to process and get more honey and so on and so forth. And when I came back to check on it, I actually let it run. I started it one night, and actually right after I recorded the last episode, and I let it run all night and most of the day before I came back and checked on it. And it ran just fine, and that was great. But when I came back, all these trees are here, and all the golems are gone. The golems being gone proves to be quite an issue for me, specifically because I'm using coal to power my machines and stuff and keep my base running. And with the golems gone, my tree farm is no longer functioning. And that's going to, I'm not going to run out of charcoal right away, but if I continue to leave my game running so my bees can run, then I'm going to wind up with a problem of running out of charcoal fairly fast. So I can not leave my game running and therefore just have my bees only run when I'm recording or when I'm doing stuff in between episodes. And therefore, my bees production would be cut down significantly, or I have to do something about this right now so that I can make sure that my stock of charcoal continues to maintain and or grow. So that is why we're gonna have to do something about this. I considered the possibility of just putting "Get off my lawn." I know I'm a small bat right now, but I can still kill you. Get lost. I know that I can still actually just recreate the golems, but honestly, all that infusion crafting, the fact that the golems can just get killed again, it's a bit of an annoyance, and I really don't want to have to deal with that again. So we are going to make Tree Farm Mark II. I don't need to be a bat anymore for this. So Tree Farm Mark II is going to require a couple of things. The only thing I really didn't consider is how I want to run power to Tree Farm Mark II. I'm still going to run it off of this, I'm still going to have it build and chop down trees and do all that processing here, because I still want the infernal furnace to do the cooking of the charcoal. But I didn't consider, I'm going to use machines to plant and harvest the trees, but I didn't think about how I was going to power said machines. So let's get into crafting those machines, and hopefully while I'm crafting them, I will be able to think clearly enough while doing something else, to be able to figure out how I want to power them. So we're going to need some of these and some of these, and then I don't really know from there. So we're going to go with Mine Factory Reloaded. Mine Factory Reloaded has all kinds of amazing things, and actually messing with Mine Factory Reloaded, planning for this, it reminded me of quite a few things that we can make with Mine Factory Reloaded. So there's a bunch of things I want to do, but we're just going to start with the simple things for now. So what we want to do first, we want to make a harvester, but we also want to make a planter. There it is, planter. The planter is the factory machine blocks and plastic sheets, a piston, and flower pots. Flower pots are just bricks. And, ooh, do I even have any bricks? Where would I keep the bricks if I had them? They might be up here. No. Although I needed to sort these electrum. I swear I had extra bricks. Oh well, not really relevant. I'll just make some. No big deal. Go. Alright, so now we got bricks cooking up. And they should be slinging their way down through here. I reorganized a couple of things. I expanded this a little bit because my farm for my cows and stuff was, well, actually just my farms overall were putting out more stuff than I was able to handle, and it was starting to clog up my inventories a little bit. So I went ahead and gave them their own barrels. I'll be getting into that shortly when I get started into another part of things that I want to make. But we'll get that's getting way too far ahead for now. So let's see, the planter. Okay, that's right. I need another piston. Piston, machine parts. All right, so we should be able to make the planter. Excellent, no big deal there. And the other thing we want is a harvester. The harvester is another factory machine block, which, if you don't remember, is just smooth stone over plastic sheets, or under plastic sheets, I guess is how you should say that. 2 shears, which is no big deal, plastic sheets, and a golden axe. Alright, so we're going to need 3 pieces of gold. We're going to need 4 pieces of iron, and we're going to need 2 sticks. So we make 2 sticks, then the gold to make an axe. Excellent. We take the iron and do that to make the shears, and that should be all we have to worry about. Go harvester. Of course you're not going to work because you're using non-stacking items, but that's okay. I can still do this just fine. Alrighty, so now we have harvester. Alright, so we're going to have to do this, and I really should have planned this out a little bit better than I did right now. But for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to go the cheap way. I'll figure out how to run power to it later on. But for now, I'm just going to steal a charged power supply, and we will, oops, don't do that. And we will just make a general run of things for the moment. Hang on a second here. Out, out. Need you, out, out. I'll sort you later. I will sort you all later. I promise. I'll be back. Alright, so let's see. Let me put this back so I can continue to have power flowing through my system. And we're going to go upstairs and we're going to get this thing going. But first, let me explain just a little bit about these machines. Okay. The harvester and the planter work in a 3x3 section. Okay, basically there is 9. There's going to be 9 spaces that these are going to affect. Okay, 9 spaces is not going to be enough. I don't want to have 9 trees. So what we can do is we can craft upgrades, and let's see. Okay, we'll just go with upgrade to make this easier to see all of them. Alright, so get out of there. Okay, so here's the different upgrades. Lapis increases the radius by 1, iron is 2, tin is 3, copper is 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. So we don't want to increase it by too much because I don't want this to be an incredibly large tree farm, because I mean we don't want to go too far overboard. Although we really could, technically speaking, because, I mean, we can harvest as much as we want to. But I do have a limited amount of space upstairs. So let's see. Actually, let's go ahead, grab my tape measure, and head upstairs real quick. And see just where the area is that we're going to work with and how far I want to make this go. Previously, we were working here. So from here to the edge here is 8. So if we were to plant it here, we would have the 3 by 3, and we would want to extend it by 5 to make it 8 by 8. 8 by 8 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, so 5, and then 8. I think 8. You know, let's go with 10. 10's gonna be a nice round number. So it'll start with a 3 radius, and we want to increase it by, oops, move the elevator. We want to increase it by 7. So let's see what's going to increase it by 7. Upgrade gold. Alright, so gold is going to increase it by 7, and I think we should be able to work with that fairly well. I can easily upgrade this again later. Do I want to worry about that now, or do I want to worry about that later? Because once I lay all the pipe and stuff to put the power in, I'm not going to want to move all that piping again. And if I put it, well, no, I don't want to put it right up against the house. You know what, just fine. We're going to do it like this. We're going to do it like this because I said so, and yeah. Alright, so to make the upgrade, we're going to need some raw plastic, which I have. We're going to need the gold ingots, which I have. We're going to need redstone and gold nuggets, which I have. By the way, while I'm putting this together, I want to let you guys know that the system updated again, and the mod pack updated to 1.0.14, I think, and they once again changed the way Chimerite looks, which I think is hilarious. But they also added extra bees, along with several other things, actually. But the extra bees is going to make bee breeding much more interesting. I'm not sure if I'm going to get into that immediately, because I was actually just getting ready to wrap up on bees, since I've spent the last 6, 7 episodes working on bees, amongst other things. So I was going to wrap up with bees for a little bit and let them run while I do other things, and then get into it later when extra bees came out. But extra bees came out as I was getting ready to wrap up, so it kind of puts me in a little bit of a spot. But, oh yeah, I need this other stuff too. Oh, yeah, I meant to tell you this. The honey, I have it, you know, I showed you last episode, or, well, not necessarily last episode, but a couple episodes back, that all my honeycombs are going to be processed here, and then they're going to be split out and whatnot, and they're going to come over here. Okay, now you might notice that this is now an ender chest where it was a normal chest previously. I gave myself a way to automatically sort bee-related things. In my little pouch of goodness here, I have another pouch of goodness. This other pouch of goodness is actually yellow, 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 which is hooked to this yellow, yellow, yellow ender chest. It's not a tank, it's a chest. Anyway, so I have that hooked there so that if I'm out and about and I want to throw something in to specifically be hooked into my bees, like if I'm flying around looking for, you know, bees to pick up on out and around, when I get full, instead of sorting them into the other into my normal sorting system, I can sort them into this one. And look, there goes some honey drop. Oh, actually, that was a honeydew. But anyway, so I made it so that would work. Second thing I did was I changed it so that the honey drops and the honeydew are right next to each other. And I made it so that these are normal barrels instead of double barrels. So when this barrel is full, as it is currently, honey drops can't go in there anymore. So it will bypass that, and the honey drops will continue down the line until they reach here. Here, this is being told to only take, let's see, show you guys. this is being told that only honeydew and honey drops are going to be taken here, and then it's going to take them in here, it's going to squeeze them. Every now and then when you squeeze honey drops or honeydew, you get propolis as a secondary thing, and this propolis goes here, which actually, there goes a honey drop. Anyway, that propolis will then be pulled out right here and sent down into a yellow storage tank, which will then put that propolis back through the system and store it here. So anything else, if I happen to start making bees that will process in a different way, will wind up over here in the chest, and since I haven't yet, they have not done so. Alright, so the reason I actually came over here was actually to grab some of this stuff. I need this, and I need... oh gosh, let's see. They should auto-eject, so we should need the diamond pipes, the golden pipes. I will also need... no, I shouldn't need item ducts. Yeah, that should be good for now. I'll actually need a couple more little things to get this tree farm back going. It's going to be kind of funny if I can get this tree farm going in one episode, whereas it usually takes me more than one episode to do a specific build. But now that I said that out loud, I'm doomed. Alright, so what do we have? We're going to need... oh, actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. I want to choose one of these, and this one is the one in the corner, so I'm going to take it. Purple, purple, purple. I'm actually going to be storing some liquids along with this. I didn't know if I wanted to store liquids or if I wanted to just void them. Since I'm still not really sure, we're just going to store them just to have them stored. So we'll take some of these, and we should be good to go. Alrighty. So let's get out here and get this tree farm set up. Alright, so it's going to have a radius of 10, and we want to make sure that we're not too close to the house in case a tree grows. We don't want it to grow into the house. So we're going to come out from the house. I want to say 3, but I'm going to go with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? We're going to go with 5. Alright, so let's see. I need a way to mark the corner of this so that I can be sure. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. Well, yes, it does. Oh, I went with an even number, didn't I? Erg. Well, actually, you know what? We'll just use a sapling for now. So that's going to be the corner. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. I'm going 3 anyway. Well, that's fine. So that's going to be the corner there. And then we're going to come out from here. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be the actual corner. So in a 5 by 5 or a 10 by 10 radius, this being the absolute outside, we want to go over 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go over 10 total. So, see, I needed to go with an odd number. Dadgummit. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll deal. It's not going to be the end of the world to have it be an even number. Although I should have made it an odd number. Okay, whatever. So then we're going to move over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to go right here. Should be where we're going to plant the planter. And yes, I said plant the planter. Alright, so, and now, because I'm a real genius, I jumped in the hole. So now we should be able to put our planter here. And this is going to take a little bit of extra planning that I really didn't get done beforehand. So let's see if I can screw this up royally and drag it into another episode. Alright, so there's going to be the planter. The planter is going to get saplings. We're going to put them in every single spot. You can actually specify what you want planted where based on the color coding. As you can see, you've got green in this corner, yellow on this side, red on that corner, and so on and so forth. And depending on where you actually put them, if I wanted to only plant saplings on this teal side, then you would put saplings in that slot. If you wanted to plant... you know, you can have saplings here, corn here, corn. They don't even have corn. Where did that come from? Carrots, wheat, barley, whatever. You can have it plant whatever in whatever areas that you specify. Since I want saplings to be everywhere, I'm just going to say saplings to every place, and then I'm going to put this here as the supply of what you need to grow stuff with. So in this case, I'm going to put all saplings in here. So that means when this is powered, it will plant saplings in a 3x3 radius for starts, and that's what I'm going to leave it on for the moment until we actually get the rest of this hooked up. Alright, so now that we've got that set up, oh wait, no, I can't do that. I actually need to power this and set it up so that it will plant. But I will probably need some more saplings, which, yeah, got a couple. Yeah, got a couple. That should be more than enough to plant the 10x10 radius. Okay, so, I want to pipe power in. That's not going to be too big a deal. Let's go bat form so I'll be smaller. So we're going to put power in. You know what? For right now, we're just going to put power into it. And basically see where it plants things. And then based on where it plants things, we're going to put the rest of the stuff out. Alright, so this needs to be in the back for power out. That should give this power, and look, there goes all the saplings. Wow, that's a lot bigger than I expected. Holy crap, that's a gigantic tree farm. I think I might have gone a little bit overboard. Maybe? Okay. So, yeah, that didn't work out right. Alright, so we need to move the planter over this way 2 spaces at least. And, oh wait, I'm not going to do it there. We need to move it over 2 spaces, and we need to move it away probably 2 spaces as well, just to accommodate this rather large area that I'm now inadvertently making it take up. Alright, so that's fine. Yuck. Alright. This is probably going to run into 2 episodes because of poor planning, but, well, whoever said I was a great planner. And if they did, wow, how stupid are they? No! No, I don't want to start growing trees. Let's see. We should be able to do this way. And I don't need you, or you, or you, or you, or you, or you, you. And trees are growing. I don't want trees to grow. Making more of a mess. Hi. In case you can't tell, I've never actually used this particular version of a tree farm before. So yeah, making a bit of a mess. But that's okay. The whole point of the game is to try new things and to build things you've never built before. So that's part of the journey that you have joined me on for the people who watch me. That being said, I'm sorry it's a bit of a mess. Okay, so that being said, let's take this out of here, toss this back away. Well, no, that should be fine. Alright, so here we go. And let's try this again without the oops. That goes there. And this goes in here. With the upgrade. Alrighty, now, actually, let's, just for good measure, Alright, chop those down. And now, let's supply this thing with power again. And watch all the trees, or all the saplings, come flying into existence. You gotta get, yeah, no, get back here. I will not lose my axe to the stream for this. Alright, well, you know, that's not too bad. Not really. So that'll work. That's still a little bit closer to here than I really want it to be, but I can deal with that. It's not going to be the end of the world. So now we can fill in these holes for now, although they aren't really... Wow, I actually threw away the stuff I needed to fill this hole in with, but that's okay. I don't need to fill that hole in technically yet, so we can go ahead and do this. Alright, so now we're going to have the harvester. The harvester is going to be the second block, and we are going to place this, you know, as a single block in a 10 by 10 radius. I'm really not sure exactly how this is going to work. It needed to be odd for it to be a single block. So let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. How do we wind up with a 17 over here? Or did I... Maybe I just can't count. From here to here is 17. Okay. That means this must be 17. How is it 17 if it had a 3 by 3 and I added 3 by 3, increased it by 7? 17. You know what? I don't care. It doesn't matter. There's... And... that should be from there to there is 7. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so we're going to place the harvester here, just because. And we are going to watch a bunch of trees grow. Really fast, actually. I need to get back in this hole. And I need to steal this power supply back. If I can get this semi-functional, I might run the rest of this pipe in between episodes. We're pretty much out of time at this point, unfortunately. But, I'm not sure how I want to do this. I'll figure it out. Left-hand side gets the power. There's the power. Okay, now in the harvester, you can ask it to shear the leaves. Basically, do you want it to break the leaves, or do you want it to shear them and actually take them into your inventory? We don't want to have to worry about shearing leaves, so we're just going to have it break them. So that leaves shear leaves at no. So that should be fine. But it should be actually doing something at this point. There's your upgrade. Oh, there it goes. Alright, well, it's tossing out saplings and whatnot. Yep, there goes the wood. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually figure out how we're going to run the power. Because we need to run power, because we can't... I mean, technically we can run off of this energy cell for a while and just swap them out manually, but why would we go about doing that? That would be a bit crazy. So what we're going to do now is we're going to close the episode, and in between episodes I'm going to figure out how I want to run the power. Because technically speaking, I'm actually not too far off from my power, so I might be able to just run it underground. The second thing we want to be able to do is make it so that the saplings that come off of this go over to the planter and have the opportunity to stay in the planter, or the planter to get refilled with them, so that it will continue to plant new saplings to continue to function. And then, of course, we also need to do something with the apples, and we need to have the wood get piped over as well. So, wow, look at that sucker go. It's interesting. I didn't realize it wouldn't get the wood at the very bottom of at the very edge of the ground. And it doesn't seem to be getting... Oh, there goes that trees. Wow, they're actually growing faster than it would, than it's registering. Okay, no trees grow for a second, so let's see if it clean up this wood. Holy crap, I think I made this too big. I'm beginning to think I made this too big. Although, it seems like this will definitely keep my charcoal supply taken care of. Alright, well, I'm just fascinated watching this run, and I was actually forgetting I was recording. Anyway, this is Jaronitis signing off on episode 47. If you like what you see, give me a like. If you want to follow me around and see what I do next, give me a subscription. Otherwise, help spread the gaming.